Hello everyone, happy new year. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's like 2019. I just feel like 2018 it came and it went. There was so much that happened throughout that year. I was probably the most productive I have ever been in so many levels, professional and personal, and now we're in an entire new year, which means hopefully many surprises and good things and just a bunch of positive things that will be coming my way and your way as well. But 2018, I made a lot of purchases. So I thought if I'm going to have a 2018 favorites, that video is never going to end and it's going to be super long. So I thought, you know what, this time around, I'm actually just going to narrow it down more specifically to purchases I made in 2018 that I would consider to be my favorite. So let's start out with beauty slash skincare favorites. First up is the Becca Cosmetics Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. This has been my absolute favorite, just because if you don't know already, I tend to have, I would say, combination to oily skin, and I've tested out other primers in the past and they would just never work. They never lasted and my skin would end up becoming super oilier than how it actually is. So I would say this has been a huge lifesaver. I would definitely suggest to check this one out. It's great. Like, it leaves my skin like super smooth. It really controls the oil, which is key to me because I tend to get really oily on my T-zone, and it's just done an amazing job. I really like this. Up next, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, the oil-free version in the color Natural 2W3. I really like this. I use this so much like during the spring and the summertime, mostly like during obviously like warmer months when I just didn't feel the need to actually apply foundation on my skin, but I still wanted to have at least a little bit of coverage. Again, Laura Mercier, I'm giving credit to that. Another favorite purchase of mine, the Silk Creme Oil-Free Photo Edition Foundation. This is in the color Cashew Beige 3 and 2. This has been my ultimate favorite foundation of all time. Did my research. I was looking around at other brands, looking at the pros, looking at the cons, and this is the one that really stood out to me that I wanted to test out. So I got a sample of it and I really liked it, and I just have been using it religiously, like I would say every single day. Like if I'm at work, if I'm just kind of going out around on the town, if I am going out and hanging out with friends, this has been my go-to. And the great thing about this is that I don't apply this all over my face. Obviously I can if I want to, but really my only imperfections, or at least acne scarring, tends to exist like on my cheeks. So all I do is I just take a little bit and I just kind of, you know, apply coverage there and then just kind of leave the rest of my face as is. All right, in order to set my makeup, of course, I've tried out like different setting sprays. I've tried out a M.A.C one, which honestly, it ended up producing way more oil after that, and it didn't even mattify my skin. It didn't do anything, and I just became super shinier at the end of the day. So the one I've been using, which I have been hooked, is Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. Helps control the oil throughout the entire day. I've maybe only ever needed to reapply just a little bit one time, but I mean, I've gone dancing, I've gone like, you know, if I was going to hang out like super late at night, this was just the key right here, like the secret ingredient, and I really like it. In regards to lipsticks, I have two favorite products that I just used religiously throughout the entire year. The first one is Bobbi Brown Crushed, which is the special edition lipstick that came out by Sazan Hendrix, who is a really big like fashion influencer, and then also a YouTuber. So she collaborated with Bobbi Brown and they came out with this one that's called Sazan Nude. This was a huge hit that literally within a first few days of coming out, it was just selling like a hotcake. And I ended up being like, I would say one of the first people that got it within the first few days. And after that, like, it just sold out, and I thought, what am I going to do? Like, they have another color that's similar to this, but it's not the same. And honestly, I would say this is definitely the perfect nude. And I just love it. I think it complements any skin tone. You can build it up. You can just, you know, just touch up a little bit for an even natural look. And it is absolutely amazing. I just love it. And the really cool thing is that a couple of weeks ago, they actually restocked because it was so popular that they decided to bring it back. Is it going to be permanent? I have no idea. I hope so, but I ended up buying 2 more and I'm still on my first one. So I'm at least happy that I have a little bit of extra supply once I am finished with this. But this is amazing. I love it. The other one is from Dior. And this is the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm in 001 Pink. I've been loving this one, especially as I mentioned, when I have my days where I just want like a really, really natural look. And or if I don't feel like I want to wear any makeup, but I want something at least on my lips, this is absolutely amazing. And I'm actually wearing it right now. So it actually kind of darkens to like the tone of your lips. So once you apply it on, like, it's super sheer, but just give it a couple of seconds and you start getting a really, really beautiful pink tone. And I really like it. It's so moisturizing on my lips, especially since I tend to get like cracked lips during the winter season. So it helps to just really seal that moisture in. And I really like it. It smells good. It smells sweet like sugar, and it's fantastic. I really, really like this. In regards to my eyes, I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys will know that the only eyeshadow I ever wear is by M.A.C, because I have oily lids and they are the only eyeshadows that actually last on my lids. I've tried other brands and they just do not work whatsoever. So I am fully faithful and committed and loyal to M.A.C eyeshadows. And I made 2 new purchases last year, which I really, really liked, and I didn't think I was going to love them as much. But I ended up getting Sweet Heat, which is really beautiful, and I'm all about just really natural, neutral looks, and this is just, I mean, it is beautiful. It really is. And I'm not really into like shimmer or shine, but there's just something about this that is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at that. It is so beautiful. It really is. And I would mostly just kind of put like a base underneath and then just swatch this all over. Or I would actually put it maybe like in the center of my lids just to create a little bit of like a highlight pop, and it is just beautiful. The other one that I really liked is Slow Fast Slow, which is a bit more on the glittery side, and the color is gorgeous. Like, it's so beautiful, and honestly, like, even if I had it a little bit all over my face, I was totally fine. Like, I wouldn't even bother cleaning it up because it is just so pretty. And I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, it is just so beautiful. It really is. Yeah. I love it. Whether it's during the day or whether it's going out at night, I've really been loving this. And then another favorite one, which is actually what I'm wearing right now on my lids, is Bobbi Brown Chocolate Shimmer Ink number 13 eyeliner. And I've really been liking this, and I've only had it for, gosh, I would say a couple of weeks because I got it like literally after Christmas. And it is just so beautiful that I am really motivated to, gosh, purchase this eyeliner and the other colors that they have because they are gorgeous. And I am just so into browns. I think brown is a very complementary color that can just suit any skin tone, and if it's at work, it's appropriate. If it's hanging out, it's appropriate. If it's in the evening, it's appropriate. And I've really been liking this. And let me see if I can kind of zoom in. And it is just, it's so lovely. And it has a tiny, tiny bit of shimmer, but it's not too overly crazy. So I really, really like this eyeliner. And it's so beautiful, and it's just so easy to use. Like, it creates a really smooth winged line. Even if you're not a professional and you're the kind of person who makes mistakes a lot, honestly, there is nothing to this. Like, it really takes just like one swoop and you are done. Like, you don't even need to make an effort, and you can actually create the most beautiful and perfect winged eyeliner that you've ever made in your life. All right, so the last thing that I want to show you in regards to skin is 2018. There was, I would say, a moment, probably half of the year, my skin was going through a really, really terrible time. And I would say I hadn't experienced anything like that in probably since high school. Like, I don't know what it was, but my skin just decided to break out like crazy. Nothing was helping. Nothing was working. I was trying out so many different products, trying to figure out what I could possibly do to actually bring my skin back to normal, or as close to normal as possible, because I was even like, there came a point where I just didn't want to see anyone. I didn't want to hang out with anybody because I felt so bad that my skin was going through a really terrible moment. So I would say one of my, as I mentioned, I tested out so many products, and somehow my skin started to come back to normal. And it's been probably like 2-3 months now where my skin is just where it used to be, and I'm hoping, knock on wood, that it stays this way. One thing that I've just really been liking is the Neutrogena. And I know that if you follow me on my Instagram account, you would have seen this. And this is absolutely fantastic because, of course, you know, every now and then it's natural to get a breakout, either because you ate something or it's like the time of the month or whatever. And so any moment that I've actually received, or I've been seeing something kind of like build up, I just grab this out and I use it. You have to use it like 3 times a day in order for your acne to like go away or disappear or kind of shrink down. It has like the blue rays, it has like the red rays, and they all kind of combine together to do like this magical thing of shrinking down your pimple, which is fantastic. And I have no idea what I would do without this. All right, moving into jewelry. I only have 2 that I really want to show you. So the first one is this really cool cuff that I got from Swarovski. I have been looking at these cuffs for ages and years, ever since they came out. And I thought, you know what, it's time, I'm going for it, I'm getting one. And I was actually debating between getting the one that was all black or getting the one that was all like a gray. But when I saw the multicolor, I thought, you know what, I'm going for the multicolor because then I don't have to choose. I can just get both the colors into one, and I've been loving it. I've used it like during the day. I've used it if I've gone out. And it's so comfortable, and I know that they have sort of the other ones that kind of extend to like 2 or 3, but I just really wanted the single cuff, and I just love it. I think it goes with any outfit, it goes with any accessory. It fits well with like watches, with other bracelets, with other bangles, and it is just, it's beautiful. Dior tribal earrings. I have the ones that are kind of like the pearl. So those were the ones that I got first, and I fell in love with them, and I love them, and they just, man, they just complement any outfit. It doesn't even matter. I mean, you could be like super casual, you can be sporty, you can be dressy, and those earrings will pair up with anything. So when I went on my trip to Italy, I stopped by at Dior, and then I saw these and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get them, because I wear a lot of gold, I wear a lot of silver, and I like the fact that this is two-toned, so I can actually pair up silver or gold together at the same time, or just simultaneously, and they just go well with any outfit. I really like to wear these like if I'm just wanting to be like casual or just kind of going out and about, and they are so comfortable and they are beautiful. These gloves that I bought from Rebecca Minkoff, and they are just so different than what I ever thought I was actually ever going to own and wear. They are a size way too big for me. They're actually an extra large and I'm usually like a small or a medium, but since they were the only pair, I decided to get them anyway. And they just, man, I mean, talk about edge. They really add a cool edge to any outfit. I paired this up with a blazer that I got from Zara, and it was just bam, like in your face. Like, it's cool, it's edgy, it's like sexy and seductive at the same time. I don't even know if that makes sense at all. But then I also wore these again for Halloween when I dressed up like Negan from The Walking Dead. And I got even like super excited when Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who actually plays Negan, saw my photo and he loved it and he commented. And even though they are an extra large, like, obviously it's super loose fitted here, I think they still work anyway. So they are just so much fun, and I'm looking forward to wearing these again and again and again throughout 2019. One of my ultimate favorites is definitely something that, I kid you not, I was actually eyeing for I think about a year or 2 years. And anytime I would try and look for it, they were always sold out. Is this humongous, big ass Gucci belt. And I got the wide belt, which, as I mentioned, it was really hard to find because it was just sold out everywhere. It was a popular piece. And I don't know how much this weighs, but it weighs a ton. Let me tell you that this alone is actually no joke. It's a weapon. And I could actually see this cracking someone's skull. I really could, because that kind of impact would hurt. It really would. So this is actually a belt and it's a weapon at the same time. And I really like this because you can wear a dress and then just kind of wear it over. You can actually wear this over coats and it is so beautiful, beautiful. Like, it really adds a different touch to any outfit, like a different style, and it just changes everything up. So going into handbags, I would say the Michael Kors Crossbody was definitely one of my favorites. I just really like the nude, the natural color, and so much space inside. Business card from Home Depot. Yeah, clearly I haven't opened this in a while. But there's just like so much room and so many pockets, so many compartments. There's even another pocket in the back, which is great. So I was actually able to put my phone in there. Ooh, oh my gosh, I gotta fix this bracelet. Yeah, so it's just great. And you know, I feel like you gotta have at least like a neutral color crossbody because it just goes with so many things, and I really like the tassel on this. I think it's really pretty. The other handbag per se will definitely have to be my Tory Burch. Man, I've been using this every single day. I've been taking it to work. I've been taking it everywhere. Like, I never thought I was going to love this miniature cuteness than how I've been loving it so far. I've actually been able to fit my camera in here and the lens and everything else, and this backpack is just, it's so comfortable to wear. I took this with me when I went to Italy, and my gosh, I haven't been able to stop using it. And I have so many other handbags that I have in my closet, and this little sucker just completely took the entire attention. Absolutely. And I don't blame it. And I've received so many compliments. Everyone has been loving my little mini backpack, and I'm definitely going to be using it a lot throughout 2019. And speaking of backpacks, I definitely have to include this in this video for sure, which is my newest and my love and well worth the wait, which is my Louis Vuitton backpack. I had always, for a really long time, wanted a backpack from Louis Vuitton, and I know that they have so many handbags, they have so many crossbodies, which are also beautiful and amazing in itself, but I had really wanted a backpack. Then I saw this, I'm like, that is the one. That is the one. It's the perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's comfortable, it's the style. I really like the monogram. I'm not into the checkered Louis Vuitton. That is not my thing. I do not like those squares. I don't. Like, I want the classic, I want the traditional, I want the original. And it has been amazing. I really like the fact that it has like this zipper in the front where I put like my keys and my AirPods. Everything else, like, it's so spacious on the inside, and I've just been receiving like so many compliments, and it is just amazing, and I am definitely going to be using this a lot. Shoes, let's talk about shoes. I only have 2 pairs of shoes that I want to show you. Of course, I purchased so many pairs of shoes throughout 2018, like boots and everything, which I love and I really like. However, these 2 I would say were my ultimate favorite throughout 2018. Sandals, or whatever you want to call them, from Tory Burch were my absolute favorite. And the strangest thing is that I cannot wear flat shoes. Like, I need to have support because otherwise it's like my lower back hurts. And I just could never wear like flat sandals or flat shoes unless there was like sufficient cushion. However, with these, I was able to walk around all day and no pain, no problem, no issues. And they come in white, but I really liked the nude. And they are just so beautiful, and they go with like any outfit. Like, if it's an all white outfit, if it's like shorts or whatever, like these will go with anything and everything, and they are my absolute favorite, and I'm definitely gonna wear them again once the weather warms up. And yeah. And then the second favorite pair of shoes are these ones that I got when I went to Italy. And I bought them when I was in Florence. Like, I went inside a shoe store and I was just kind of looking around. Like, I had no plans to purchase shoes, but I walked in, and I actually walked in when they were closing, and I saw these on their window display, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to take a look at these. Because, okay, I will tell you how this purchase came about. I was really wanting a pair of Gucci shoes, and I had looked at a pair that I really liked and I was interested in, but when I actually went inside the Gucci store and I tried them on, they were the most uncomfortable pair of sneakers I have ever worn in my life, ever. And I thought, that is a shame, because one, you're talking about Gucci, a high, well-known brand, and those kinds of brands, sorry, my neck is itching. Those kinds of brands is all about quality. And you're thinking, if you're going to splurge and put so much money into an item, it's because it's going to be good, it's going to be made well, and it's going to be comfortable, and it's going to be something that you are going to use for a really long time. When I tried on the Gucci sneakers, they were so flat, they had no support. So when I saw this pair, they did remind me so much of Gucci because of this on the side. However, these are super comfortable. There's definitely a lot more cushion, a lot more support, and I get jewels. How cool is that? How cool is that? There are jewels around the sole of these sneakers, and they are just so beautiful. Let me see if that'll zoom in. They are just so beautiful and so unique. And that's what I like. I like pieces that are unique and that not everyone will have, so that when you see them, you're like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing and where can I get a pair? Honestly, I have not seen anyone walking around with my shoes, and I'm pretty sure that I'm probably the only one in Oregon with this pair. So I've received a ton of compliments of like people liking my shoes, and they are from the brand Stockton. All right, now we are getting into clothing now. I would say this one here from Columbia, I just love, because I really wanted sort of like a sporty outdoor jacket that, you know, if I was kind of going out and about, I could easily pair with like my leggings or like a simple top underneath and just call it good. And like I said, I have this in a really, really pretty blue, and when I saw it in black, I'm like, I'm getting it. And I just like that the fact that the inside of this adds an extra warmth, so it seals the warmth and you're just warm the entire day. And it is so comfortable. Like, I really like the style. I've worn it so many times and it is just one of my favorites. I just love it. It's a great piece, and I think it's something that you have to have at least in your closet, because you really are going to need a jacket like this for whenever you're just wanting like a super casual or sporty look, but still look pretty cool in Pacific Northwest. Blazer that I got at Zara. Mind you, this was like in September. Zara, we didn't even have a Zara in Portland yet until like November. Praise the Lord for that. That Portland finally decided to make a move, and I'm just hoping that having the Zara store in Portland will open up many doors and many opportunities for other brands to come into our city, because we really need it. And I've been so happy. But anyway, moving back, I was in Italy. I stopped by at Zara and I found this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blazer, which I fell in love with, and I think it's so fitting with the Italian flag, because you got all the colors being represented on this blazer. They did bring the exact same one to Portland, but instead of the green, they brought the blue. And I'm like, I'm not sure how I'm digging that, but I guess it's kind of fitting with our flag. So, but I actually prefer the green. I wore this a lot during the holidays. I wore this at work. I wore this during Christmas. And I just think it's a blazer that I'm going to have for a really long time and just use throughout the year. Like, I don't necessarily think it has to be holiday-ish. I don't necessarily think it has to be Christmas. And it is just so comfortable. I've received so many comments. I did pair this up with my Gucci white belt and the Rebecca Minkoff gloves, and it just created an entire new look, a new edge. I think it's so beautiful. Just the detailing, the quality of it, and it's so classy, and I really like that. Like, I love, aside from like the edgy and the badass pieces, I really love classy pieces. Like, I'm always being told by people that I'm just classy, and sometimes I think, yes, I am, and other times I just want to be a little edgy. So I think this actually incorporates both. It incorporates edge, but it incorporates class and sophistication at the same time. My last and final piece in regards to fashion will have to be a coat that I purchased, which had like a huge 75% off sale, and I saw this coat and I fell in love with it, and I ended up getting like a huge deal. Like, it is just so beautiful. I love that camel color. I really like the back of it, and then you can also adjust the backing as well. I am a fan of the buttons. Like, they really thought about everything on this coat. Like, the buttons are so beautiful. You get that classy like signature from Coach. You have the like this patchwork on the side sleeve, which is so beautiful and well done, and I think it complements like the entire coat itself. I mean, just the detailing on this, they really, really, really thought about it. And it is just so comfortable. It forms so nicely. And like I said, the color in itself, it's so beautiful. I did not own a coat in this color. I own jackets, but I don't own coats. And I just fell in love with it. I think it's just so beautiful. And again, it's just one of those pieces that I'm going to have in my collection for a really long time, because I love coats. I don't think you can ever go wrong, and you can never have too many. And this is so cool because there's also like a secret pocket on the inside, so I can always put something in here too. Last but not least, I have a few electronic items that I want to show you guys. The first one will definitely have to be my Skullcandy Bluetooth earphones, which man, I've been using these so much when I'm working out. Like, this is all that I wear. So it's like I could be listening to music, I could be like watching Netflix, even like during lunch at work. Like, I would just pop these in, or even while I was working, I would just pop them in, especially whenever I needed, you know, a moment to actually concentrate and focus, and I just wanted to play some music just to get me there. They are just amazing. They're awesome. They are comfortable to wear. So if you are in the market for, like, you know, wanting to look for something that you can use while you're working out or you're running or doing whatever, or just trying to focus and concentrate at work, I would definitely recommend to purchase these. You can actually find them at Target. They have other colors, but I really wanted to go with the black ones, and they are just amazing, and the sound quality is great. So if you're the kind of person that's not into like headphones or the heavy headphones or like the Beats, like I have a pair of the Beats, but sometimes they can be a little bit too heavy. And the last thing, speaking of earphones, I would have to say are my Apple AirPods. My gosh, they are just absolutely amazing. And then just like with the Skullcandy earphone, you have a mic, so if you actually get a phone call, you can actually answer and then speak through it because there is a little mic, so that is great. So the same with this, it's like I could just pop them in, and if I'm working and I'm listening to music and someone calls me, I can just easily answer and not feel like, oh my gosh, I have to disconnect, or the cables are like everywhere, everything's getting messed up. So these are awesome. I do not wear these when I work out just because of the fact that they've kind of fallen out of my ear a couple of times depending what I'm doing, so I do not use them if I'm working out, but I do use them when I'm at work or when I'm working or whatnot, but I do not use them when I'm working out. So that concludes my 2018 favorite purchases. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I made so many purchases throughout 2018, but I just really wanted to narrow it down this time to like a few of my favorites. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. So comment below what were your favorite pieces that you saw throughout this video, and also let me know what else you would like to see on my channel. You can follow me on Instagram. Every now and then I will actually post a poll on there because I really want to know what it is that you guys are wanting more out of me as well, to come up with ideas that I could do and create. So yeah, so thank you so much again, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.